Hey everybody, I want to take a few minutes today and talk about the declining production values of Stephen King trade hardcover books, especially over the past few years. So back in the 70s, 80s, and most of the 90s, it would have been very typical for a commercially available trade hardcover to have boards, perhaps with foil printing on the boards, an actual tactile cloth, quarter cloth binding with stamping directly on the cloth. And then when Stephen King made the jump to Scribner in the 90s with Bag of Bones, they made the effort to maintain the appearance of quarter cloth, but and while this is textured, I don't feel like this is cloth. I have a feeling like I could pinch this and tear it in a way that I would not have been able to do with cloth. But they still were making the effort at sort of a two-tone. It is an attractive look, even if it doesn't feel as high quality. And this maintains even as recently as Billy Summers. We have the textured paper over the spine and boards with a nice two-tone look. The reason that you would want to put actual cloth over the spine of a book is to increase flexibility, and so the book doesn't break, crack, get brittle, and fall apart quite as easily as it otherwise would. And then things took a step in the wrong direction in the past few years. So here's Fairy Tale. There's not even an appearance of quarter cloth. It's just plain Jane, one color paper all around. Doesn't feel very sturdy, doesn't feel very well made. There's also, I'm going to try so that you can see this, there's also some production issues. There's some rough cutting on the page block there. And while this may be a problem unique to this copy, I did try to find the best copy out of over a dozen at the store when I bought this, and this was the best copy. So that's why I opted to spend a little bit more and buy the UK edition of Never Flinch. It has texture, it's one color all around, which is not uncommon for UK books. It has texture over the boards and spine. This may be a very thin cloth, actually like glued onto the boards, and if it is, that would be great. It might also just be textured paper, but it also has patterned end papers. So I've just noticed over the past few years, every time I go buy a new Stephen King book, it feels more and more cheaply produced than the book from the year before. And cheap books, by their very nature, don't feel collectible. And that's a problem if you're a Stephen King collector and you want something that will look nice and last for years on your shelves. I'll step down off my soapbox now. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will talk to you later. Bye.